Hello everyone. In this session we are going to discuss about a configuration of IP address in router. So first we have to select two end devices. And then I'm just selecting the network device as a router. So then we need to make a connection. So according to this design, I'm just considering this entire part is considered as a one network, and this one is entire part is considered as another one network. So you know very well the router is connecting the two different network devices. Okay, so first I need to configure the PC. So click, go to config mode, fast Ethernet, and then IP address. So I'm just giving the classful IP address 192.168.10.2 like that I'm just giving, and then corresponding subnet mask. So before closing the windows, always please ensure that the port status must be enabled for all, whether the PC or routers, whatever it is. So for the PCs by default it is in on. Okay, fine. So this is the normal configuration what we do in a previous steps. So now we are just connecting to the router. So I already told this left hand side the entire part is considered as a single network. So for this example I am just connected only one PC. It may be a n number of PCs will be connected with this net router, right? So all the PCs must have to send the messages to the other network ones. So through which gate it has to reach. So that information we need to give to the all the PCs by configuring. Okay. So what is the meaning on this sense? So when we are moving out from one place to another place, so if a number of gates are available, so which gate is allotted for us, that we want to know, right? If we know that, so then only we can easily go out. For example, the gate 1 for the this particular second year students, and then gate 2 for the third year students, like that. If they are allotments, okay, through that gate we can able to access it. So similarly for this entire the left hand side network, so which one is the gateway, that we have to inform to that all the PCs connected with this network. So go to settings. So we have to give the IP address for the default gateway address. So default gateway address here. So which one we are just assigning that fast Ethernet of that router, what we are going to assign. So that is the gateway. So because using this link only all the messages are going to pass through away to the another network. So what IP address we are just assigning for that particular router, that is the gateway. So now I am just giving 192.168.10.1. So I already told this is a separate network. So 192.168.10.0 will be the network address. So network address we should not give for any kind of PCs or routers, whatever it is. So it is a reserved. So network address we should not give. So from next onwards, the one onwards we can give for the anything. So whenever we are using the routers, so please try to give the first address, that is at 10.1. That you just assign for the routers. So then only we can easily remember. So that is the gateway address we need to go. Then second onwards you can give for the other pieces, 10.2, 10.3, like that you can give the for the pieces. So that is not a compulsion, but for our convenience we are just making like this. Okay. So 10.1 is the gateway. Okay. Now I'm just closing. So click the other PCs, go to config mode. So fast Ethernet, and then 192.168.20.2 I'm just giving. So this is another network. So similarly I have to set the gateway for here. Go to settings and default gateway 192.168.20.1 I'm just setting for the default gateway and close it. Fine. So now we need to configure the router. Go to config. So gigabit 0/0. So where we assign the 0/0. So this is the 0/0, the left hand side. So what is the IP address we assign? The gateway 192.168.10.1 and corresponding subnet mask. So please don't forget to port state enable on. So we have to enable. So then only the router path will be activated. So can you please see this diagram? So before that path is in a red color. So now it is turned on. It's in a green. So now this path is enabled. So then the same. So 0/1. So this part, what IP address? 192.168.20.1. So this is the gateway what we assign for this entire network. So that we have to assign for the router. Then click port status enable. So now the second link also green color. So now all the paths are configured. So now we can easily send the message from here to here. So click the PDU. So just click it. Yes, it's a successful. Otherwise, another way, very well. So just sending a ping messages. Go to desktop, command prompt, type ping, and then destination IP address 192.168.20.2 is the IP address for your destination PC. Reply is coming. Okay. So in this experiment, we have to keep in your mind the two important things. So whenever you are just connecting the network with the routers, so for all the PCs we need to give the gateway address. So gateway address is nothing but the router address. Router what IP address we are just assigning. This point is the gateway address. Gigabit 0/0. So then same here's this address. Okay, and whenever we are just configuring the router, the port status must be on. For the PC, by default, it is in an on state, but the routers, we need to enable that port status on. So this is the two important thing we have to keep in our mind. That's all for this session. Thank you so much.